stay focused. Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to nobody, homie. What's on your mind, just do it. Because what's destined for you, you gonna get it.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to a new video of Wizland with Wiz. Happy to be with you guys today. So today, you already read the title of the video. It is an important topic to understand what this means, and more so because now we live in a culture where there's so much information, so it's on you to dissect and find the legit information. But it is true, knowledge is not power. The reason I wanted to share that topic and talk about it is because I graduated from a high school where that slogan or the school saying was that knowledge is power. I truly believe that. I believe that if you know things, that only the aspect of knowing things gives you an advantage over people that might not know what you know. But as I've gotten older, there's so much context to that statement that school did not really share with the students, and there's so much layers to knowledge, and I wanted to make you think about this because if you're a young person, if you're someone that is young, if you're someone that is currently in a position where you're trying to get better, this is going to be very helpful because it is more so about us guys understanding that, yeah, we can know shit, but if all you know is things and you're not applying them or using them in a way that helps your life, then there's no point of you knowing whatever it is that you know. So the reason I say that knowledge is not power is because the aspect of knowing something can be helpful, but there's no usage to it if you don't apply it to anything in life. The aspect of using knowledge is more practical. The aspect of knowledge is power, yeah, but I would say the application of knowledge is powerful because most of us we've fallen. I mean, I've when I started reading, when I started into the self-development, when I started listening to people like the type of people that I actually found within the self-development were actually, I don't want to say they were scammers, and I'm not gonna name them because I mean, here in my garage, people that are acquainted with him and all these different things, and I'm not saying he's a scammer, but I'm just saying that those people have one thing going for them, and that's marketing. That's an aspect of knowledge. If you know how to market to people, if you know what to say to a certain demographic, if you know how to attract an audience to you, a particular demographic to you, that's information and knowledge that maybe some people know something about. But the difference between that person and someone that knows it is that the difference is that he applied it, that he created a piece of content. At that time, nobody was doing what he did. He actually ran ads. He knew how to use Google AdSense, and he was able to do what he did successfully. At the point where I'm pretty sure everyone that is on YouTube kind of knows who the guy is without me even saying the name. So you have to understand that knowledge, you can know everything and anything in the world, but if you're not applying it to your life, if you're not practicing what you're learning, which is the most important thing that you can do when you listen to content online. If you're listening to my shit and you're not applying what I'm just sharing with you, there's no reason you should even be watching this. There's no reason you should keep watching anyone in particular because there's so many content, like there's so much content now, so you can literally learn what to do, how to do things. You want to be a better man, there's many channels out there. You want to learn about how to date women, there's a lot of channels out there. You want to learn how to be a better student, you want to be a better father, you want to learn how to build something, you want to learn how to do a YouTube channel, you want to learn how to do a brand, how to do a t-shirt business, how to do all these different things. There's so many things online now that it's on you. You have a menu that you can choose from. But the difference is, and I keep seeing this from a lot of people, is that for whatever reason, there's a disconnect between the knowledge that you're learning and the aspect of you not applying that knowledge that you're learning. I don't know if it is that you don't feel confident about what you learn, or you just don't trust it, or whatever the case is. And I mean, I've been in that same scenario, but the honest reason when I wasn't applying these things that I was learning is because, for one, I did not understand the concepts. Two, I was lazy. And three, I was afraid that I was afraid of coming out as not knowing what I was doing. But you have to understand, and this is one of the main things that I learned from the self-development aspect of life, is that when you start doing something, you're gonna start from a place that you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So it's okay to not know what you're doing. But the thing is that you have to like stay moving, you have to keep moving, and you have to keep learning and keep getting better. It's not about staying in the same place forever. If you're staying in the same place for a year, for example, and I'm not saying anything bad with that, but you have to reanalyze why you're in the same place after a year if you're trying to become better and you're not. And that's one thing that I've become very kind of I self-reflect a lot. So now I'm doing it at least once a month, where I'm actually sitting down with myself, looking at my finances, looking at my content, and if it's not growing, I have to start adjusting things. Either I'm not growing because I'm not doing enough work, I'm not growing because I'm not talking about the correct content, or I'm just not there yet. And it's okay if you're not there yet, you know, because if you're not there yet, you can only keep going up. As long as you continue to grow, continue to do the research, as long as you continue to put in the work, you're going to get better just by practicing and doing things. So my main thing with today's topic, guys, is that do not fall in the belief that knowledge, that you reading books, that you just watching YouTube content, that you doing things of that nature, that you're getting smarter, or that knowing that knowledge in itself is going to get you to a better place, because that knowledge without any action is going to keep you in the same place. You can keep watching, you can watch 100,000 videos. If you take no action, if you're not applying any of that stuff that you're learning, you're not going to go anywhere. And that's one of the main things that you have to understand when it comes to this social media stuff, when it comes to content, when it comes to you trying to become better. If you're not taking any action, that's where you're going to drop the ball on. That's where you're going to fail at. Because a lot of people consume. There's a reason there's billions and billions of views on certain videos. There's a reason there's billions and billions of users on YouTube. And if you really look into it, the people that are being successful within the platform, it's a limited amount of people. And it's not just because they're so great. It's because they actually are applying the things that they're trying to become good at. There's a reason Mr. Beast is Mr. Beast. And that's the thing, is like all these people that are at a particular level in their society, in their own journey, they have a blueprint. They have footsteps that there's a trail of things that they've done that you can kind of go back and kind of study for yourself. But that's what I'm saying. You might know that. You might know that there's a blueprint. You might know that, oh, there's people out there that I want to do what they're doing, but I'm not gonna do the work. I'm not gonna go and study how they did it. I'm not gonna do none of that. And that's what most people do. They say, well, I know how to do this, but they don't do it. Trust me, I've been in that same place. For example, the easiest thing, and I can say this because I've always been like this, and it's changed within the last maybe 5 years, where, for example, I will always have this dilemma with my mom's, where she would like tell me clean your room or whatever the case might be. And for me, I would be like, I'm gonna clean the room when I want to clean it because I know how to clean it. But the thing is that I wasn't applying those cleaning principles that I said that I knew how to do. So what was the effect from that? My room was always dirty. And that simple aspect of you not doing things when you know you can do them That's what's going to keep us in a place where we're not going to keep growing, where we're going to stay stuck. And that's going to be our Achilles heel for the rest of our lives until we start fixing that thing and understanding that knowledge is not power, that the use of knowledge is, the use of it. And that's the main thing that I wanted to share with you today, guys. So if you like today's episode, go ahead, subscribe, leave me a comment, share the content, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peace.